started.
Actually, the video probably should have been portraits.
Hello,
So that when
my name is Dominic Fleshman, and this is Did I Hear Dare?
When I tell people the name of my band, the immediate response is usually,
Did I hear what?
it's Did I Hear Dare? No. Did I Hear Dare? In the beginning, my dad suggested that we change it because the name is too unusual or silly. Certainly, he's the expert on this matter. Back in the 90s, he formed a classic rock cover band with a bunch of other accountants at the Limited, and they called themselves the Debits, as in debits and credits. If an accounting term isn't a silly name, then this proves that the story behind the name is more important than its unwieldiness. I interviewed the guys to weigh in on this matter.
Did I Hear Dare was kind of a joke with, my good friends here.
An invitation to do something that I haven't done before.
It is a challenge.
Someone would be like, oh, Jake, I dare you to lick that.
New experiences and doing things outside of my comfort zone.
Coming together as a band, it's kind of been a phrase to push ourselves to do things that we're not comfortable with.
And it is asking a question which doesn't have a clear answer.
Is the tripod bent?
Ambiguous, I'd say. And I think that
Has it been bent this whole time?
we are also ambiguous in a way, I think.
That's me, Jake. I was going to interview myself, but I had to do some homework for my intro to marketing class, so I decided to scrap the idea and get at it. I'm gonna play drums instead of do an interview for myself. Frankly, I struggle to pin down exactly what our name means. Perhaps you'll come to a conclusion by the end of this story. But the beginning happened somewhere long before, unexpectedly, yet inevitably. At least, that's how I remember it, anyway. Dominic Fleshman and I graduated from high school together and decided to be roommates at Ohio State with Sam. Come move-in day, we meet the charming Anthony Seliskar on the 8th floor of Morrison Tower, also known as Motown 8. Dominic and I basically became brothers over the first year, even though my actual brother, Nate, lived just a couple blocks away off campus. I grew close to Anthony too. We actually went camping together over spring break with Evan and Jacob. Hold up. That's a lot of names real quick. Let me break it down. There are lots of people over the course of this journey without whom the band wouldn't exist as it does today. I'll add to this list and keep updating as we go. Anyway, that's how we met each other. Preoccupied with our studies, Dominic, Anthony, and I never considered forming a band during those first 2 semesters. This doesn't mean we were without music. When I was little, I took piano lessons, and then got into band in grade school. I learned to play the drums after Nate's friend Nino brought over his set to jam in our basement, and he never took it home. Dominic is first and foremost a singer.
Music was always around the household. We'd go to church on Sundays. We'd sing the hymns. When I became older, I was involved in a lot of theater throughout middle school, high school, and even now in college.
I was actually in the pit orchestra for Les Miserables when he played the hero Jean Valjean. I wept every night during Bring Him Home, which he would sing directly above me. Dominic was accepted into the exclusive NYU musical theater program before deciding to go to OSU. He also plays piano in the band, but that didn't come around until later. As for Anthony,
I did not know how to play guitar a year and a half ago.
This isn't totally true. Anthony first picked up the guitar in high school and brought it to campus. Anthony's door was the closest one to the elevator, and it was always open. It was mostly an invitation to talk, but you could hear him practicing his guitar from time to time. The summer after freshman year held some key moments in the development of a band, but it was a bit of a blur, so please pardon the shorthand. Move out of Motown. It's May. I'm back home. We go on vacation. On the way home, we stop at Clate's graduation. He's my cousin. I play a couple songs with him at the graduation party. I don't know how to record music. Promise Clate I'll return to Madison, Indiana to record an album in August. It's June now. Call Anthony. Hey, let's go to Sam Ash. Admire
A sweet baby blue Mexican Fender player Stratocaster.
buy recording equipment. Go back home to jam. Can't really jam because of child-sized red Ibanez electric guitar. Record music anyway. Developed under the unofficial name Did I Hear Dare. Open mic at Endangered Species Record Shop, Delaware, Ohio. Anthony's home. Meet Anna for the second time. If I wasn't doing this chronologically, she would be near the top of the list. Truly rare person. You'll see. And Brennan, Anthony's BFF from Delaware. They picked up the guitar together. Sweet guy, travels a lot. You'll see. Dominic was also there. Dominic and Cameron and Mitchell. The four of us go way back. Cameron did drumline with me from grades 5 to 12. And theater with Dom. Mitchell, high school friend. We're close in a couple months from now, but he's Dom's BFF since middle school. Let's check in with the list for 11 and a half seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fantastic. Proceed. 2 weeks later, Jacob visits me. Everyone comes to see him. Practice recording. Make a 5-track album with buddies. No, you can't hear it. Artist name, Did I Hear Dare. Did I hear what? You would have thought the band started this summer, but no. Goodbye 4th of July. Very memorable for personal reasons. Summer occupations. I'm a school tech helper. Dusty computers and stuff. Dominic keeps busy with work. Leaves job though. Anthony does back-breaking labor with college hunks move junk. Not literally back-breaking, just good workout. Gym membership budget is reallocated to guitar fund. Return to Sam Ash. Trade up Red Carnival prize for
A sweet
sage green.
Mexican Fender player Stratocaster.
But I wanted the blue one. Out of stock. But bro, it looks awesome on you. So cool and unique. But bro, it's August. Go to Madison, Indiana. Record music with Clayt. The Ocean by Cousin Drummer. Righteous. Clayt goes off to Indiana University. Even though Did I Hear Dare manifested in my iTunes library, nothing was official. Nevertheless, I learned a lot that summer. About myself, about music, and Anthony felt similarly.
Drum it.
The new Stratocaster was his license to shred. When I moved back to campus, that feeling receded. At Residence on 10th, or Res for short, my drum set would be against fire code, and my practices in music recording were replaced by schoolwork. By now I hope it's apparent that I study film, but I'm also seeking a business degree in case this movie making thing doesn't pan out.
Pan, get it?
Dominic is on a similar path,
My major is marketing and theater.
and Anthony.
I'm currently a finance major in the Fisher College of Business.
Ant didn't live with the rest of us at Res. He became an RA at Motown, but he visited frequently. Dominic and Anthony grew closer during this semester in a statistics class, though Dom is into Star Wars and theater, and Anthony likes soccer and motorcycles, so I'm not exactly sure what they would talk about.
Dominic and I were in the business 2320 stats class. One of the more prominent things I remember before, I guess, starting the band was just us talking about playing music or what we've been learning instead of studying.
I caught shreds of these conversations. As winter neared, they ignited a fuse in me which had lain dormant since the summertime.
The winter was when it kind of actually became a thing. I wanted to learn guitar seriously, and I got Dominic and Jake on board to, also learn instruments. Dom bought a keyboard off of Amazon.
I would listen to an Elton John song on loop and just start to play along with it. And then I started to understand chord structure and everything. As a vocalist, I never cared about the technicality of it. I just knew I had to sing an A at that moment, and that's what it was.
Since I couldn't bring my drum set to campus, I picked up my brother's bass guitar.
Basically, we started learning covers and playing.
And we started jamming in the P Space in Baker.
I think it's really started to become official when someone brought a chord sheet and lyrics. We all brought it to the P Space and shared it with each other, and then every Sunday, in addition to covers and different things we were learning, we just started playing our original music.
The band evolved from us trying to learn these instruments and do these things to us actually perfecting and being really passionate about these songs that we were writing and feeling that the messages and the performance were something that we wanted to pursue more.
I was told the other day that I probably shouldn't be using my phone to film things, but
Here we are.
here we are.
So right now, Jake's a film business major, a business theater major, and it's a business major.
Yeah.
Probably by the time you guys are watching this, we're either doing those jobs or we're doing this. So it's one or the other.
It's the second time we practiced. We decided we're going to be a band. We're going to do this thing. We're 20 and we're allowed to take risks. And yeah, so.
Well, good luck.
Yeah. I hope we make a movie and it's on Netflix one day.
Oh, that would be interesting. I don't even know if Netflix is still going to be around.
Yeah, it'll be Disney Plus.
Okay. Well, that's 2 minutes. We don't need any more. Rock on, man.
It'll be